what is a better word to use? Domestic, informal. Like informal sectors are there. Informal sectors could be anything. It could be regarding dhabas, it could be household chores work, it could be regarding any sort of work which is happening outside of the factories. That is informal sector. And there are certain sectors are manufacturing unit, factories.
In the cafeteria, we used to see small young children. They even at that time they used to work, and I remember we used to encourage them that they must go to school. And a number of times in our free periods, we used to teach them as well.
Let me rectify one thing over here, the error which you made. Student life. It would be better school days or college life.
Hmm.
School days or college life will be more appropriate word if you would like to refer over here. Livelihood. To earn there, to earn, there's a
Bread
idiom.
and butter.
Very good, to earn bread and butter. Now, yes, hi Kawaljit. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, great, splendid.
That's great. That's great. So, how's your days going on?
Uh, Actually, I'm a working professional, and today is a holiday. So for the
Okay.
people who are in jobs, holiday is
Hmm.
a kind of different kind of day. So it is
Okay.
just you can say the beginning of the day, and I'm going to begin my session like my day with this session only.
Okay, your day will be going to start from this session. Okay. I'll
Yes,
try to make the session quite interesting and engaging so that your day will start in a very good note,
also
with a good
hopeful
note. Okay,
in the similar way.
that's great. So, Kawal, before we start the class, I would like to give you my introduction. Then afterwards, I would like to have yours. All right. So my name
Sure.
is HarshdeepSingh and I'm from Jharkhand, Jamshedpur, the Steel City of India. And I'm an IDP certified IELTS speaking evaluator who is having 2+ years of teaching experience. Right now, I'm here at englishyaari helping students to nurture their fluency, their vocabulary skills, and the grammar portion too. I would like to know your introduction now, Kawaljit. Would you mind to give your introduction, please?
You are how it goes on. Okay, so I'm in this field of education for the last more than 2 decades.
Okay, more
Okay,
than 2 decades. Then that's great. You know for which reason you have joined englishyaari?
uh, just to enhance or uplift my personality because we Punjabis don't get the opportunities to talk to the people in general in this language. And so far as the necessity of this language at my professional front is concerned, I'm already okay with that, you can say. Because we people, and especially the Punjabis, we are not too much into it. And it is needed in the corporate sector. There, it is a sort of mandatory kind of thing that you have to converse and you have to talk on daily basis with the clients
Kawal,
or the
your voice
higher.
is breaking here. Let's continue with the class further. So you're here
Okay.
to get in touch with more people over here and interact with them now. Alright, that's great. Again, your
And for my
voice is
communication
breaking.
skills
Are you
as
saying
well.
something? Let's talk about the area like child labor, as you are there in Punjab right now. So have you seen any sort of child labor over there?
I think it is everywhere, Harsh. It is everywhere. Because it is easily available and there is lots of unemployment and so many people they have migrated in Punjab from different areas. And you
Hmm.
know what is the scope of getting jobs over here? People come to this state either to the parents they work in the fields and their children they don't go instead of going to schools though now so many schemes are available these are there
Hmm.
at the government and that they provide free education to these underprivileged children but in spite of it I have seen that on routine basis when people they go to the factories or they go to if they live in the that area like in rural area of Punjab they go to the fields to work and their children they are available as a very cheap domestic help so not
Domestic
only
helper.
domestic help they
Domestic
work
helper.
at the dhabas in the factories as well.
Okay. Not help, domestic helper. Because they are working as a helper, no? Domestic
Yeah.
helper. We are
Okay.
talking about the person, so it will be helper, not help. Okay, then that's great. So as you have seen that you've given me many pointers over here. So what do you think we can do so that this child labor can be reduced? What kind of things government can do or we people can do so that government can this child labor can be reduced? Whatever things
I
you're
think
doing.
government has already made so many plans for them, but the problem is that people are not aware of it. So
Mhm.
awareness, there is a lack of awareness. That is the one
Mhm.
important component. Even so many of the schemes which are there for the commoners, for common people, I
Mhm.
think something is lacking at the government end as well. That though they frame the schemes, but these are not implemented in the right way, right manner, or they don't reach in the domain, in the public domain Like if you take my example, might be there are
Mhm.
hundreds of schemes for me as well. And I'm educated, but still I'm not aware of so many of the things what the
And
government has
and what's your
planned.
opinion on child labor laws? What's your opinion on child labor laws? Are child labor laws are strict or weak in India?
Sometimes there is a check. Sometimes things come on the surface that they start making raids on dhabas or such or at the in the factories as well. And number of times, so many even NGOs they work. But I think that always becomes a news for a few days, and again the things come to normal. Still, you see the same thing.
So over here,
So,
Kawaljit, the word which we can use, no, there's a weak enforcement of child labor laws are there in India. That is the major reason that news fade away within 2 or 3 days. What word you can use? Weak enforcement of child labor laws are there in India. Now try to incorporate this word in your sentence and rephrase the sentence again.
so there is a weak reinforcement of the
No,
child
not
labor law.
not reinforcement. Enforcement. Weak enforcement. Weak enforcement of child labor laws. Now try again.
So child labor laws are there, but there is weak enforcement of such
Mhm.
laws. They
Mhm.
are not implemented in the right manner, that
Mhm.
we can say.
That is the reason. That is the reason this is what that is the reason why this is happening. You can take some example over here. For example,
That's
many
why
students
we see so
of
many, you can say, large number of children working as
child labor.
helpers, helpers, yeah, helpers at the domestic and or in the factories or at dhabas. We see them. Their number is
Uh,
increasing day by day.
and do you know what is a better word to use? Domestic, informal. Like informal sectors are there. Informal sectors could be anything. It could be regarding dhabas, it could be household chores work, it could be regarding any sort of work which is happening outside of the factories. That is informal sector. And there are certain sectors are manufacturing unit, factories, and there some could be regarding this mining sector, because these are the areas where children they are working as a child labor. So you can take an
I
example.
can't see you.
We are talking about on the child labors now. Okay, so
Hmm.
child labors are there in India, and these are the reasons. So, have you ever encountered any child labor and you have guided him about something that he can do in the future? Have you ever encountered
Not
with any sort of child labor?
exactly. Yeah, we used to encounter on daily basis. Even from my student days, I remember when I was there in the college or in the university, and in the cafeteria, we used to see small young children. They even at that time they used to work, and I remember we used to encourage them that they must go to school. And a number of times in our free periods, we used to teach them as well, but the thing is still happening with the same pace, and we see to it on daily basis.
Okay. So, Kawal, let me rectify one thing over here, the error which you made. Student life. It would be better school days or college life.
Hmm.
School days or college life will be more appropriate word if you would like to refer over here. Because
Hmm.
student it could be right now also. In your school days and your college days, you have seen that many child labors are there. They are working and XYZ whatever reason you can do continue.
Hmm.
So let's talk more about this. So who are working as a child labor? What are their status?
Status in
They
what
are
sense?
they are below the poverty line or upper the poverty line. What are their status? They are below.
I can't say much about it, but of course they are from below the poverty line. That's why they
Hmm.
work. They don't have
That's
any
the
other
great
option to go
that's
for.
the great thing. So while we are talking about the child labor, anything, try to incorporate the word below the poverty line as well, because it will denote what kind of people or children you are talking about or you're referring. Because we can't refer the children who are in the who comes from a higher background. We can't refer them over here. So the
Hmm.
people who are under below the poverty line or something, they are working as a child labor to run their what? To run their livelihood.
Livelihood, yeah.
Livelihood. To earn their to earn there's a
Bread
idiom
and butter.
very good to earn bread and butter. Now the words which I've discussed over earn bread and butter, livelihood. Now try to create a sentence that over there try to incorporate this too. Try to create a sentence.
I also go out to earn the bread and butter for my livelihood.
That's great.
Everybody, I think. Yeah.
That's a good sentence. That's a good sentence. Well, many people work to earn for their bread and butter, and also they want to support their family and their livelihood. This was
Yeah.
a good sentence. Very good.
Thank you.
So, do you watch movies?
I'm not a movie buff, but yeah, occasionally I do go out and even sometimes at home also. But I'm not a movie person, in fact. But yes, whenever there is some acclaimed kind of movies there in news of some good producer, director, or good artist, then
Mhm.
definitely we plan to break the monotony also. For a change, we move out. So occasionally I watch movies.
Occasionally, you watch movies, all right.
Yeah.
And what type of movies do you like?
It's difficult to talk about the genre. In fact, it depends upon the mood. That is the one thing. In one kind of mood I am at that very moment. And yes, uh, at times, if some good movies, sorry, again, uh, I'm after the storyline, especially. If I say some acclaimed producer or director, again, it goes back to the story line. So I'm always after the good storyline. Yes, cinematography also matters a lot, but specifically the storyline. Like, I give you one example to stress upon what I said yesterday recently. I'm not
Mhm.
after the movie like Animals. It was it was beyond imagination. It was the kind of movie which was made
Uh,
by the
let
people
me
with that kind of mindset.
let me interrupt you in between over here for a while, because you mentioned right now you are not in XYZ type of a movie. So over there, was won't be used. It would be is na, because you're talking in the present tense also. Still, you don't like that particular kind of genre. So the sentence should be into the present form, not on the past. It was.
What
uh, your
what
answer
did
should
I
not
say?
be. You mentioned that it was this kind of movie, animal and all, which I don't like. It was the animal kind of movie which you mentioned. It was won't be used over there, because you're talking about into the present tense. Still, that you don't like this. You don't
Mhm.
like this. So the kind of movie which I don't like is animal, because it's a XYZ type of reason. Now then give the reasons, because that sentence should be into the present form. Because still you don't like this, no? Still you don't like. It was means you didn't like before, and right now probably you like this.
Actually, I'm in a habit of mincing my own words. Like when I said I was, might be at that time that movie something was there when I watched that movie, and then I would leave the sentence in between and jump over the present. So this is something wrong with my system also.
Okay, no issues. I can understand. It generally happens. See, generally your flow of speech is very good, and the words which you have used, that's a commendable. Very good sort of words you have added, like genre, movie bug, the words which I was looking for in your speech, and that you have added. So that is amazing. So when you watch a movie, how you feel?
How do I feel?
Yes, how do you feel after
Again,
watching a
it
movie?
depends. Harsh, it depends upon the kind of story I watch. Like
And
suppose
suppose,
three or
and let's suppose if you're watching a movie, it what it will do? It will refresh your,
reflection of my mind, and
and
it
then the
leaves an
better word.
impact, long lasting impact
Yes.
also.
Hmm. And do you
Like
know what?
a couple of
And do you
days
know what?
back,
Mhm.
sorry,
I was saying that. Do you know one more thing? Like, what is another word we can use for the refresh whenever we are watching a movie? It. Have you ever heard about this word
energizing
rejuvenate?
speed,
Rejuvenate. Have you heard about this
rejuvenate.
word?
Yes,
Yes.
it
So
rejuvenates.
yes, over here we can use rejuvenate, because see, Kawaljit, because right now your pronunciation, vocabularies are good. Right now we will try to incorporate the C2 level words in your speech.
Hmm.
C2 level words, and also will try to incorporate some idioms and phrasal verbs in your sentences, so that your sentence could be more nourished enough. Because I know your
Hmm.
flow is good. So let's try to add on more better vocabularies and make it more strong. So right now, try to create a sentence again, and over there, try to use the word rejuvenate in the sentence. It works as a stress buster for you. Now try to incorporate
Okay,
this word and talk about the movies. Whenever you watch movie, how you feel.
whenever only I have to take the example of movies only. Like a number of things, there are a number of things around me which rejuvenate my mood.
Anything you can do. Anything.
Yeah, when
It could be
I
God.
am
It could be
a nature
president.
lover.
Anything.
I'm a nature lover. I love driving. though driving is a mandatory kind of thing in my daily routine, so that way you can't say that every day whenever heading for my office I enjoy driving, but in general I enjoy that. And sometimes whenever I'm in a mood and I have no fixed plans, I take out my vehicle, I'm out, I drive in that. And suppose it is drizzling, and that also rejuvenates my mood at that time. Whenever I do gardening, though I spare very little time for all this stuff, but I have made a small lawn. I told you I'm a nature lover. So whenever I just take up the job of my mali and start doing the things and start arranging my pots as my own wish and will, and revamp my lawn, that also rejuvenates my mind. So there are a number of things
and and also
which
and also and
activate
also
my mood.
probably it works as a stress buster for you. Whenever you are in
Yes,
stress, you just take out your vehicle and go for a long ride.
yes,
There you
yes,
go.
yes.
All right, because many people
I
they are
have
many.
I have two. I want to add one thing more. I have two
Yes,
very
yes.
cute pets at my home. We all family members are pet lovers. They are all the time around us whenever we are home. So they also energize my mood, elevates my mood, and they also rejuvenate me.
Okay,
I
that's
think.
great. That's great. It also rejuvenates your mood. So, have you ever got a surprise from your children that on your birthday? Have you ever got a surprise on your birthday?
Yeah, when my children they were quite young, they were small, so small. Even since then, I remember they used to give me the surprises in their own ways. Like, I remember the time when my daughter
Hmm.
was so small, she's the
Hmm.
eldest was in the family, and computer was some new kind of thing at that time in the
Hmm.
initial stages. I remember at that very time, she was, I think, at the primary level, and she prepared some PPT or some that kind of thing with the music at the background in the morning when I
Hmm.
was up. She took me to that room where PC was placed. I don't exactly remember, but I remember that she played something which was created by her at that time with music at the background and that all happy birthday mom kind of song. So this
And
is just a one story. They used to give me surprises like now
and
when they
how
are
you
not
felt
with me.
after you heard that sound? How you felt at that moment after you heard that
It,
sound?
it is ineffable.
Okay,
Can't
that's
be
great.
expressed.
So over here you can say I was over the moon or I was on cloud nine after hearing that. I was
Yeah.
on cloud nine. I was on
Yes,
seventh heaven.
exactly.
Because
Yes.
see, Kawaljit, right now you're having a good flow, but right now I'm trying over here to add the idioms in your speech because idioms will
Got
help
it.
you to increase your speech and add more better words over there. So according to
Got it.
scenario, I'm giving a few of the idioms like on seventh heaven, on cloud nine, over the moon. This sort of idiom will refer the very happy emotions, very happy. Whenever you're very happy, you can use this. So I hope you're noting down few idioms as well, which I'm saying because that thing
Yes,
should be
yes,
there in your.
exactly. Actually, these are already inside my mind. But again, hurts the same thing because this is the only time, 15 or 20 minutes, when we chat to each other in this
Hmm.
language. And because we do very little practice on daily basis, because
Very
might
little
be
bit of
I can
time.
give you hundreds of reasons that I'm working professional, I'm busy at the
Uh,
work front or at the
okay,
family.
okay, okay. What sort of language do you use in your workplace?
Normally, it is a regional language, Punjabi.
Sorry, Kaval. Again, your voice is breaking.
Regional language, Harshdeep, regional
Okay,
language,
regional
Punjabi,
language,
that is
Punjabi.
Punjabi.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. I can understand fully like why it is happening. I can understand. No issues, Kavalji. Because in Punjab it is happening like mostly everywhere we use Punjabi in every sector.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
no issues. No issue. Otherwise, it was a good try. So whenever you're going out for a dinner, so have you ever tasted any kind of dish which was finger licking good?
Finger licking.
Hmm? Finger
Mm,
licking good. Have you ever tried a
no,
dish which was finger licking good?
number of times it happens. I don't remember exactly the kind of dish, specific dish. Like it can be very simple thing. Like 2 days back, we were outside somewhere out of Punjab, and we just simply ordered in some restaurant this dosa. Dosa is a very common food, but that was really the kind of way it was presented. Not presented. It was so well, so far as taste was concerned. That was finger licking. We enjoyed that a lot. That was rava dosa. I had it for the very first time. So that was
And it
amazing.
was,
That was
it
fantastic.
was, and it was
Finger licking. It was finger licking.
finger licking good, no? We have to use finger licking
Finger
good. That's a
licking good, or it was
yes,
scrumptious.
scrumptious. All
Yeah,
right, that's great.
scrumptious.
Scrumptious, scrumptious.
Scrumptious.
That's great. That's it. It was a very amazing answer. It was a very good conversation with you, which I had covered today. And next time, whenever we are meeting, next time we'll try to do more sentences, and over there we'll try to add more idioms. Because right now you're having a good command over the English. The only thing which I feel over here that you're using the word very in your speech, very we can remove. Second thing, instead of word using a word very, we can use extremely, or we can use the synonym. Apart from this, we can also add on few more things in your speech. For example, idioms and phrases. This thing will try to incorporate more according to the
Sure.
scenarios. Okay. By the way, it was lovely meeting with you. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. And there was some
Yeah, I
technical issues.
enjoyed. I was so excited about the session for some reasons which I couldn't explain. But this sort of technical glitch kind of thing that hampered everything.
that,
And
that interrupted
so
everything.
I was not feeling like being at ease. Because every time I was looking at my screen, and whenever it used to get blank and I had to tap it once again, then there was some interruption at your end or at my end. I don't know what was the reason. So that thing hampered this session a lot. So
Mm.
discredit goes to this
Okay, okay,
technical
no
glitch.
issues. No issues. By the way, whatever the
So
conversation
otherwise,
which we had,
otherwise I enjoyed it. It could
the
have been
conversation
much
was good.
better because I was prepared for it. I had
Oh,
some plans. It could have been on a different note uh, if this technical glitch sort of thing had not has happened. But anyhow, I enjoyed the session a lot.
okay.
And
So thank you for joining Kawaljit. Next time we'll try to see this kind of issues not happen. Joining Kawal. Bye and have a
bye.
lovely
Thank
day.
you, and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank
Okay.
you.